This video is about a coastal red sand dunes Erra Dibbalu in Vizag. Recently, geologists have suggested to protect the site of a coastal red sand dunes of Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. The coastal red sand dunes is also known as Erra Dibbalu. It is one of the many sites of Visakhapatnam which have geological importance. The site is located along the coast and is about 20 km northeast of Visakhapatnam city and about 4 km southwest of Bhimlipatnam. The site was declared as a Geo-Heritage Site by the Geological Survey of India GSI in 2014, and the Andhra Pradesh government has listed it under the category of protected sites in 2016. Distribution: such sand deposits are rare and have been reported only from 3 places in the tropical regions in South Asia, such as Terry sands in Tamil Nadu, Erra Dibbalu in Visakhapatnam, and one more site in Sri Lanka. They do not occur in the equatorial region or temperature regions due to many scientific reasons. What is the uniqueness of these sediments means? Continuous evolution. The red sediments are a part of the continuation of the evolution of the earth and represent the late quaternary geological age. The quaternary period is a period of the geologic time scale that's known mainly for the spread of humanity and climate change. This period runs from the 2.6 million years ago to the present. Different geomorphic features. With a height of up to 30 meters, they exhibit badland topography with different geomorphic landforms and features, including gullies, sand dunes, buoyed channels, beach ridges, paired terraces, the valley in the valley, wave-cut terrace, nick point, and waterfalls. Badland topography is a dry terrain where softer sedimentary rocks and clay-rich soil have been extensively eroded by wind and water. Geochemical unaltered. The top light yellow sand unit, which is estimated to have been deposited around 3000 years ago, could not attain the red coloration as the sediments were geochemically unaltered. These sediments are unfossiliferous, not containing fossils, and deposited over the condylite basement. Condylite is a regional rock, high-grade metamorphism and granulate rock formation. It was named after the Kone tribe of Odisha. What is the significance of protecting this site? It is a significant to protect this site because its study can help understand the impact of climate change. As Erra Dibbalu has been both the glacial and the warm periods, the site is about 18,500 to 20,000 years old, and it can be related to the last glacial period. It is a lively scientific evolution site which depicts the real-time effect of the climate change. About 18,500 years ago, the Sea Bay of Bengal was at least 5 km behind from the present coastline. Since then, it has been undergoing continuous active changes till about 3,000 years ago, and still the changes are on. The site also has archaeological significance as studies of artifacts indicate an upper Paleolithic origin and on cross dating assigned to late Pleistocene epoch, which is 20,000 BC. The site was home to the prehistoric man as the excavation at several places in the region revealed stone implements of 3 distinctive periods and also the pottery of the Neolithic man. Erra Dibbalu might have been formed nearly 18,500 years ago during the glacial maxima period, when the sea is believed to have gone back to over 50 kilometers away from the shore due to climatic changes, leaving vast stretches of sand dunes deposits. The tidal variations led to the formation of these huge sand dunes, and over a period of time, the oxidation of iron-bearing minerals in the sand resulted in the dunes gaining a reddish color. The dunes become hardened due to the iron binding elements in the sand and also accumulation of soil over the dune. This led to growth of huge vegetation over these dunes, and the calcium deposit in the roots of the trees resulted in further hardening of soil. They are anthropologically and archaeologically important as they possibly contain Mesolithic and Neolithic cultural materials as well. This designation aims to preserve the site for further research and educational purpose. The site serves as a natural laboratory for geologists, researchers, and students to study sedimentary processes and the Earth's historical climate changes. It also plays a crucial role in raising awareness about the importance of preserving unique geological formation. While the primary focus is on conservation and education, Erra Dibbalu also has the potential to attract tourists interested in natural wonders and geological phenomena. Sustainable tourism practices can help in promoting the site while ensuring its preservation. Preserving the integrity of Erra Dibbalu requires ongoing efforts to mitigate challenges such as erosion, unauthorized excavation, and littering. Awareness programs, strict regulations of tourist activities, and engagement with local communities are essential components of effective conservation strategies. As Erra Dibbalu continue to be subject of scientific interest and conservation preservation efforts. It stands as a testament to the dynamic process that shape our planet. The preservation of such site is crucial for advancing our understanding of Earth's geological history and promoting sustainable interaction with our natural environment. How the Erramat Dibbalu formed and what gave the sand its unique red color? These questions have challenged geologists since more than a century. Scientists are of the opinion that the initial chapter of this epic story started as far back as 1.8 million years ago and stretched across the broad canvas of geological time to around 10,000 years ago. During that time, the sea level rose to as much as 150 feet and fell away a number of times the current level. Between these oscillating sea levels, the coast was submerged and exposed over and over again. Huge volumes of clay, silt, and sand covered the coast from where the sea water has receded. Due to the extreme changes in climate conditions, the material under the sandy dunes baked in the sun like a brick gets baked in the kiln, leading to a peculiar red sand dunes. Subsequently, action of the wind and flowing water caused the deeply glued characteristic landscape. The red color of the dunes is due to the ferrugination of the hematite, the principal form of iron ore consisting of ferric oxide in crystalline form. Ferrugination describes the action of iron coating the loose sand grains with iron material and getting oxidized over a period of time, just like a nail exposed to salty air would get corroded and appear red in color. But no means is this explanation of the process that caused the red hills definitive. There are other school of thought by different geologists, and the site still draws geological interest. That is why it is even more important that these dunes be preserved in its original form for further generation to admire and study. Reason to preserve them: uniqueness. They are unique because of the rarity of such gullied red dunes formation, of which only 3 remain in Southeast Asia. These were formed over thousands of years. Beauty. Nature. The great artist has gifted us these sublimely beautiful formations, and it must be enjoyed with care. The late Quaternary period is when mankind had its origins, and a study of formation created during this period is in effect a study of man. Several implements and weapons made of stones have been found in nearby areas, and anthropologists and archaeologists are confident that several more will be found if they were preserved and a systematic and scientific study is carried out. Thus, it can be seen that there are already a number of reasons to preserve them. There may be more reasons to do so, as our study of them gives us more insights into this rare and unique formation. Erramat Dibbalu are under threat from a number of sources, and only a concerted efforts by Vijayagites will work in preserving them. Even as recently as the 1970s, Vizag still had several square miles of this topography near the coast. The area, what is now known as Ramakrishna Beach and up to Andhra University, were full of Erramat Dibbalu. The changes are clearly visible in the set of photos here, which compare the same areas in the 1985 and the present. The pressure of urbanization and the negligence of these amazing resources meant that the Erramat Dibbalu areas that was formed over several eons vanished in just one lifetime. Now we are left with just one small island of this formation near Bhimlipatnam, and that is also under threat of being destroyed forever. Tourist brochures and websites refer to this unique site as Erramat Dibbalu, a picnic spot near Rishikonda, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. The label picnic spot unfortunately endangers this beautiful area during the cooler season. Thousands of tourists have casually visitors visit Erramat Dibbalu. They climbed on the formation and trample all over the Dibbalu looking for photo opportunities. They carve their names and announce their love on these dunes wall. Loud disco music permeates the air, distributing the scenery quietness of the area. On their way out, these picnickers leave behind heaps of garbage, leftover food and plastic plates and cups everywhere. To the south of the remaining Erramat Dibbalu is the INS Kalinga, the missile center of Defense Department. The Department of Defense intends to acquire further lands in the north of the Erramat Dibbalu. The Indian Navy in Vizag does not have a very good track record as far as the environment is concerned. The deforestation and environmental degradation of Dolphin Hill is an example of this. Added to this are the restriction placed on the entering Navy property. Most of the Dolphin is now not accessible to Vijayagites who are not connected to the Indian Navy. This is not something that we want to happen to the Erramat Dibbalu. Tourism initiatives. Because of the attraction the dunes has for visitors and perhaps the potential for revenue. The Andhra Pradesh Tourism Development authorities have been contemplating putting up some tourist facilities here. In 2009, the department excavated the Gedda bed near the beach road with the intention of build concrete structure there. When the Indian National Trust for Archaeology, Architecture and Cultural Heritage intact pointed out that such a facility would gravely endanger fragile topography of the area, the department graciously agreed to stop the further construction and subsequently covered up the excavation. The threat of unsupervised tourism at Erra, Dibbalu. When you read tourist brochure or browse the net for sites to visit the Vizag, you will come across a rather casual statement. Erra, Dibbalu is a picnic spot near Rishikonda. Every day, especially during the cooler season, tourists are casually visiting construction and agricultural activities. With the price of land having gone up substantially in the last few years, the Erra, Dibbalu itself has been used by traditional cashew growers who have grazed their livestock there and harvested cashew fruits and nuts from there for decades, and who might be altering the terrain without their realizing it. Some time ago, the Andhra Pradesh Tourism Development Corporation was in the process of putting up a tourist facility at the site.